Thanks for checking out our exclusive digital show.
Are we not going to talk about what's happening
not
here?
the whole time.
Yeah. Cowboy Casey.
Hey, I like it though, because remember we kept on saying we're going to have everyone wear cowboy hats, so I'm glad that you
It's the roundup.
Yeah.
You're right. It's
Yeah.
the roundup. We just came from a shoot where we did two-stepping.
Yes, we
coming
went on a
next
two-step.
week on the roundup.
Yeah.
You went next level.
1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, no, I wasn't.
Well, he had a
I had a
bolo.
bolo tie earlier.
A
with
be
that
on the
ensemble?
lookout tie.
Dave? Yes.
Okay.
You have a problem with that?
I might. I don't know. Maybe I do.
Seems like you do.
Yeah, I need to see the picture. I need to see the
All right, well, you
finished
see it next
ensemble.
week when
Okay, look forward to that.
Oh, we're highlighting and
No.
talking about some of
Come
our
on,
favorite
Bolo.
segments that you may have missed from the morning show.
That's right. I'm Good Day Anchor Dave. I'm joined by my fellow anchors, Katie, the Cowboy Casey, meteorologist Zach, and Mr. Bolo Tie, digital editorial lead, Donnie.
Okay, so of course we're going to talk about the morning show segments in just a bit, but first, Zach.
Buckle up. Let's get ready. Weather around the world. Going down under, in Australia, where a local resident caught a lightning bolt on camera. It's summer down that way. This is from Sydney, where there were several severe thunderstorms that left many without power. It's been a while since we had lightning around here.
That's lightning.
That's not a bad thing. I know we
I
need
like
rain.
watching lightning.
Yeah, I like a good lightning, yeah.
I don't know, that one
I
kind of scared me,
enjoy
though.
lightning on a case by
Big
case.
lightning bolt.
You know, I think I last saw lightning on New Year's Eve. Remember looking out when there were storms?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was Christmas.
It was
or
fireworks.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, my bad. Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
Christmas
get it
Eve.
right. Let's
Yeah.
go. All right, let's bring it back to the U.S. Let's go to the Sunshine State, Florida, where time-lapse video shows clouds clearing up to reveal, wait for it,
It's happening.
and wait for it. Sunny blue skies.
I don't think it's happening.
Wait.
There we go.
Nope.
Yep.
Almost.
Yeah.
Man, look at the radar. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Took a
It
while.
really cleared up.
Yeah, it did.
Not one cloud in the sky.
Really good. Wait, it's
Really
here we
cleared
go.
up. Not one cloud in the sky, yeah.
Cloudy one
down in
moment,
Tampa.
sunny the next in Tampa, Florida.
Been a little chilly.
1
in
week
Tampa,
later.
Right.
How long?
All right,
huh? You're done with that. You gave me this deal. Okay.
let's go, David.
Okay.
Let's check out some snow videos. Yeah, we've got a bunch of them up north. Go to Rochester, New York, where footage shows a snowy sunrise at the airport. The National Weather Service in Buffalo said it was lake effect snow, most of it coming in from Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, where some spots in western PA, upstate New York, picked up a half a foot of snow.
It looked more like a beam, right?
I know.
It does.
Yeah.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Someone's definitely being brought up to the mothership.
Yeah,
there.
probably so.
If I knew you wanted snow video, I would have brought you some.
That's where all that drone activity is going, I guess.
Oh, wow, yeah.
In Rochester?
I'm just kidding. It's
Oh.
a joke. Laugh it off. Come on.
That's the second time y'all have mentioned drones, and I forgot that was a whole thing.
No,
Remember last time we talked about it? and I
Donnie's
was like, I
not
was
worried about
thinking
that at all.
I
What
don't know.
happened? It just disappeared or what? Just still out there? No one cares.
I barely remember the story.
You gotta charge. You
That's a
gotta
good
put them all
question.
down and charge the battery before you send
Yeah,
them
That's a
out
good
there.
question.
That's true. This next video looks like it could be in Colorado or somewhere where it usually gets cold, but it's actually from Alabama. This footage is
Tide.
out of roll tide. No, high tide. High tide. No, it's roll tide. Tuscaloosa. Yeah, snow. Some record snow across the deep south, Mississippi, Alabama. The man who shot the video is snowboarding
that our
around his
friend?
house. As the area got heavy mixed precipitation.
Our friend
Our
who?
roll tide,
who's our
our roll
friend?
tide friend. That's definitely him.
Oh, maybe Libby knows Jason Johnston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
spent some time down there.
That's wild. That's how
Looks
it is.
dangerous. To me.
know.
Maybe it's safer
Every time I
than.
watch the video, I was like, how much property do you have, Mr. Johnston?
Someone's
It's not his property.
Snowboarding all over the place. If I did that at my property, it'd be like, done.
Yeah, last week we were so close to getting that. So close.
We might still
Missed
get
it by
some,
5
right?
degrees.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see. And finally, we end things with a video out of our neighbor to the north. In Canada, I guess?
Canada?
Canada? Check out this
Ottawa.
Bernese mountain dog and its owner in Ottawa, making the most of the wintry conditions. Officials said the area got about 1 to 2 inches of snowfall.
Think we
Probably,
could.
they have probably
Beautiful.
more in Alabama
Skis
than.
like that?
I think Luke would love to try.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Oh man,
I
no.
love the Bernese.
That looks pretty fun.
What did they say?
Bernese?
Mush.
Mush.
Yeah.
Mush. Mush.
But those are usually just huskies, right? You don't.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, this guy looks like he's being very well behaved, making sure it's time to keep going. I would just be on a ride. Go.
Especially if you throw a ball ahead.
Oh, there's
Might lose.
slack in the leash and everything.
Yeah.
This he's being very good.
What are you doing? You're keeping up with me. I don't get this.
Very good.
I bet his pals are cold.
Yeah. Need some shoes.
Dogs don't really
Sneakers.
walk well in those, though, right?
Dogs are tough.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah.
You
Shoes?
can't
But
do
don't
it.
they
Like
say if
shoes.
your feet are cold, their
Yeah,
feet
yeah,
are cold?
that's
and
true.
if their
Yeah.
feet are hot, your feet are hot?
Man, they're so excited. They're like, I don't care.
Well, the latest edition, Keeping Score, was a live one, and it was a throwback. Adelie and Libby attempted to break some Guinness World Records in one of their first keeping scores, so they decided they're going to give it another try. This attempt was to beat the record of most Jell-O eaten with chopsticks in 1 minute. The world record right now is 716 grams, or approximately 25 ounces. The record was set in 2017 by Andre Ortolf in Germany.
Did they get close?
No.
Does not look like it.
Libby's having
I
problems.
can't.
I'm
Do
not
you
the
have
best
to
with-
break it up like that?
No, you just have to eat it, but you have to use the chopsticks.
Shouldn't you try to not break it up? I don't know.
Well, I think it's
Probably.
hard because it's so.
What if you
Break it
just?
in
see what you're
one
cooking.
big
I see,
thing.
yeah.
What if you just had the chopsticks in your hand and just hoovered it up? Technically, you ate it with the
doesn't
chopsticks.
count.
That
If
down?
they're just kind of down.
Yeah, I
It's just
mean,
like, yeah, I feel like if you kind of.
Oh, she was almost
Just
there.
stab
kinda
it.
went
Just
a
put the
little
whole thing in
bit.
there.
There she goes.
she's
Yeah.
at least on the board.
Yeah. I don't know. I
I don't
wonder.
know that Libby got on the board.
What if there's like rules about like the texture of the
really
Jell-O?
fast.
I don't
No.
know.
Go fast.
Maybe we should
Go.
try it next week.
Did they have a
Next
Guinness
week.
person there? They're supposed to
Emily
have like
did really
a Guinness
well.
round.
Yeah,
there.
she's-
Yeah, I
doing
mean,
okay.
I think they only show up when they think it's actually going to get beaten.
So they knew better.
They weren't concerned.
Libby and Natalie were like,
Yeah.
hey, and they're like, okay, you let us know.
That's on tape.
But also,
Yeah,
if they don't
exactly.
show up, yeah, it's not official.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So even if they
You
had.
need someone
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I gotcha.
They bring like a clipboard and a stopwatch and all
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
good
It's
stuff.
all for naught.
All right, Blake and Paul from Hestia stopped by the studio to chat with Libby and Natalie. Live Fire Cooking Restaurant received a Michelin star last year. So right now, the restaurant is closed for renovations, but there's an exclusive pop-up at Pershing, so you can still eat their food. Pop-up is until January 22nd. 6-course interactive chef-driven meal. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
What did he make here?
Those are scallops.
Scallops.
Yeah.
Look delicious.
They do.
Yeah.
All right, details if you want to do the live chef event is on hestiaaustin.com.
I guess Libby and Natalie got one scallop each.
Hey, look like a big.
Delicious.
No, somebody
Yeah,
got
and he
two.
puts it in a little,
Michelin
like,
star.
kind of like a scalloped plate and everything.
Looks
and
like a coffee filter.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not.
I've been to Hestia and had their food, and it is very good.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that looks
They
good.
got to hurry up on the
Yeah, see, like a
renovations.
little,
That
little
is-
shell.
After getting that
shell.
star.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why. Probably there's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, you know, I think they were already planned, obviously, but you know, it helps.
What's that stuff he's putting on top? What is that?
I don't know.
You have to make that noise when you do it. Here you go. A little extra for you.
The Science Mill in Johnson City is going to have a fun event on January 18th. Snow Day will feature 28 tons of real snow and have fun science activities including a snow pit, a mini sled derby, a snowball slingshot, and more.
That sounds fun.
Science Mill is located at South Ladybird Lane in Johnson City.
Donnie just said the snowball slingshot sounds
Yeah.
fun. It sounds dangerous.
Well, that's true.
Right.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
get on the business end of that deal. Nope.
Also,
Well, it's
on a
not
weird
too
side
icy.
note,
No aiming for the face.
that girl next to Adelie, G, goes to my gym. I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, I just saw
Small
her a couple
world.
days ago, and she didn't even tell me that she'd been on the show.
Oh.
I know. I was like, you think she would have said something?
Maybe it wasn't very eventful for
Well, I
her.
guess not. Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
The Austin
This
Chronicle.
isn't really working. I don't know.
Austin
Maybe.
Chronicle has brought back its Austin Music Poll for another year. Voting, we talked about it in this very spot. Voting is open until January 20th. You can vote in more than 50 categories: Band of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Austin Musicians. You can vote for venues, all the different genres. If you vote in 25 or more categories, you'll be entered to win a South by Southwest Music wristband. Winners will be announced in the February 28th issue of the Chronicle, followed by the Austin Music Awards show, which is coming up at Antone's on March 2nd. And it's so many different categories. Of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And she said you don't have to vote in every one of the categories because maybe you love bluegrass and you're not an expert in metal or vice or whatever it is. But you know, a lot of different things to weigh in on.
It's
Yeah.
kind of cool just to spotlight all those local musicians you may not know.
Yeah.
I kind of look at the list to see who got nominated and be like, oh, never heard
she
of that
said
person
that.
or
She said
whatever.
that you know it's a work just to get it down to 5 or so in some of these
bet.
categories. That's
Yeah.
but, big names like John Mook, people who've
John
done
Mook,
big
gotta
things.
love
He's
him, yeah.
represented
So
in the
good.
And they've
poll.
got like personalities on there like Sun Radio. Some
Yeah.
of the folks from Sun Radio I think are on there that you can vote for them. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
All right, speaking of big names, Special Forces, The World's Toughest Test, is back for season 3. I got to chat with 2 of the stars, Christy Carlson Romano and Carrie Hart. They talked to me about their experiences and what we can expect from the show. So the show airs on Fox 7 on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. This looks very intense.
Yeah.
You've been watching it?
I've watched a little bit of it,
Okay, you-
and I was
do you think?
joking with Katie. I feel like we're gonna basically interview every single person that is on the show.
I know.
We've
That's my
talked to
concern.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Christy Carlson Morano, we talked to Carrie Hart, we talked to Denise Richards, Trista Sutter, yes.
No Cam Newton yet.
Not Cam Newton
I
yet,
would
no.
like
Still
to
hanging in
Cam
there.
Newton.
Yeah, maybe he'll be up next. But what's funny too was, Katie, you interviewed Christy Carlson Romano the day after Tiara interviewed her for her show.
Yeah.
So it was kind of interesting, and I think they kind of
Look at your
a little overlap. Yeah.
CCR.
Yeah.
What
A lot of Kim Possible talk. A lot of how she's here in Austin now, and she's a podcaster, and so yeah.
What other celebrities? Cam Newton, who else?
There's
Baldwin brother.
The Baldwin brother, yeah.
Stephen Baldwin
We got a Baldwin.
Well, spoiler alert, he may or may not still be on the show.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, I said.
Spoiler alert.
Well, all of them may or may not be on the show at this point.
I don't think
We're
you
3
want that
episodes
one.
in.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Brody Jenner. He's on the show.
Brody Jenner's on it.
Good one, talk to him.
There's another Disney Channel star that's on there.
Kyla Pratt.
Yeah. Then Marion Jones.
We're just going to go through the whole list.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
My money's on her and Cam Newton.
I think so. The thing about the show that's always kind of funny is
an
that like
athlete?
it's really, I think, just for them more than anything,
Yeah,
just to see if
like
they
a
can do
personal
it.
thing.
You know, because a lot of the times they all just kind of, there's no voting thing to it. They just kind of get
Oh, really? You can quit
disqualified.
anytime?
They either quit because they got injured, they get disqualified because they didn't perform whatever the task was,
Yeah.
or they're medically unable to continue or whatever.
I'd
yeah.
walk up to the first one. No,
Yeah.
I quit.
I'm
Not
done.
quit.
Yeah. Well, Lena Donovan's on too.
Probably
A lot of
different
athletes.
levels of pay. Also, last.
Well,
3
I think
or 4
so.
rounds.
Yeah, you should be.
So that's why they're doing
Yeah,
it. I think.
okay. All right.
Also.
Money. That's a good motivator.
Money talks.
All right, well, we're halfway through January, so if you're doing dry January, you're almost there. If you're looking to get back on the sauce.
How about semi?
Looking to get back on the sauce. Don't go here to this place if you're looking to get back on the sauce.
Dear,
Quote
checked out
unquote.
Dear Dry Drinkery. It's a non-alcoholic bottle of Chamonix, Austin. Got to look at how they make. He's making a New York Sour, which is kind of cool. And I've been out there. We actually had one of their wines that they offer there for our 100th Roundup episode.
Oh, yeah, I remember
We had a
that.
little bottle of rosé.
Oh, that's what that was.
So it's from Dear Dry
Non-alcoholic.
Drinkery. Yes,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, I think it's definitely expanded from the last time I saw, because Tiara was talking to them and they said that you know, a lot of people now, it is a lifestyle, really. It's not just for dry January. Like, they just don't really want to be drinking. You know?
It's interesting to me, though. We talk about this seriously. Like, people who don't want to drink for whatever reason, or never, that's fine. But they don't want to drink, but still want to make drinks and drink non-alcoholic beer and non-alcoholic wine, as opposed to just saying, like, no, I'm good. I'll have a
Coke.
Yeah, I'll have
Yeah.
a Coke.
A
I'll have
well-crafted
you know,
drink.
Well, maybe they
Topo
like the
Chico.
flavor.
Yeah.
And there's just so many options now. Whenever you go out to a bar now, if you're not into drinking, like, everybody has really good mocktails. Like, it's definitely a part of the culture now, rather than just like a month. So
That stuff you brought last week was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it tastes like a real beer. That was crazy.
they have that there.
It's weird.
Then you don't have to order water and feel bad. I'll
No,
take
you can have
water.
beer.
Yeah.
If you pour it out, no one's gonna know the difference.
Yeah, I know.
But they're still so pricey. They're like the same price.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. And if you're into like calories,
they're
sometimes people don't want to just drink the calories.
I mean, it's,
Well, that's
some
true.
of
Yeah,
them
you
are
just
still
get
like
the calories.
$16. I'm like, that's a
No, she was
price
going to
of a
order
drink.
one. Now you're scared.
yeah, that's
Actually,
true. It is
let's
the same
circle
price.
back. I will
Mocktails
take a
usually about
water.
the same price as a regular
I will
Dr.
go with the water.
It's like paying $16.
Let's get to
for
February.
Coke.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm looking to get back on the sauce. So just come check with me in a couple weeks.
I don't know how to say this. Britz Bar?
Bar.
Britz Bar.
Yeah. Roll it
Britz
bottom.
Bar is on a mission to help busy women stay consistent with workouts while balancing work and life. Dara got details from its founder, Brittany, who says she came up with a virtual studio to help moms like her. Some tips from Brittany include staying consistent, setting a goal to work out for 15 minutes a day, and being okay with taking things easy.
That's not an issue for me.
Right,
I can
same
take
here.
it easy.
I think that last one though is like kind of an important thing, because you know when you do work out, I feel like sometimes you always feel like you have to go crazy, you know, like all out.
Sure.
And so it's nice. I think like for her, she's like, hey, look, you're moving for 15 minutes. That's just as good as if you're
Well,
going crazy.
I do think that's a good point. Or saying like, hey, just get to the gym. Some people say like, I just need a mile a day. That's not that hard. And if you go just to do that, so many times you wind up, you do a mile and a quarter and maybe a set of something on the way out. So you just do.
Get the endorphins
just
going,
be
and then you're
there.
like,
Just get there. Yeah, do it. That is a good.
And it's nice that she does it virtually, so you can be all over the place.
Yeah. Time now for a dive into the video vault to check on a feature piece we aired on Gary Busk.
You know him? Anybody? No?
Well, apparently he had one of the largest private collections of marionettes and puppets in the United States.
Yeah,
I
he
did not
sure
know
did.
that. Wow.
Gary passed away in 2018. He left his collection to the Dallas Puppet Theater, which is documenting it and curating it. Here's a look on the piece on Busk from back in 1983.
Gary Busk lives in a modest two-bedroom apartment, an apartment he shares with 500 guests. Nothing subtle or secret about Gary's hobby. It's here staring you in the face. On virtually every wall and in every hallway there are marionettes. Blank, lifeless, staring marionettes with plenty of stories to tell, according to Gary.
Oh, each one has its own history, yeah, without a doubt. This group of marionettes up here was done by Frank Paris during the primarily early 1940s. Then Frank went on to other things.
Frank Paris is recognized as one of America's top marionettists. His marionettes are prized by collectors.
The thing that got me started in marionettes was when I was 5 years old. One of my uncles gave me a Hattie-Doody toy marionette, just like this fellow right here.
Pursuit of his hobby has taken Gary all over the country with his checkbook in hand. He'll pay hundreds for the right marionette.
You hate to pass one by because you really don't know what's going to happen to it afterwards. I'll probably have a dozen Pinocchios all in all, from the small toy marionettes to the larger size professional pieces.
It seems Gary Busk always can find room for one more smiling face. Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched?
No, not at all. Not at all. But a lot of friends are somewhat uncomfortable with this.
This is John Pronk reporting.
The rabbit turned off the light.
Thanks for that, Donnie. That was great. Thanks.
Now I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, Donnie. Thanks.
Once the rabbit comes in and turns out the light, go right, sweet dreams.
Can you imagine visiting?
No.
And then in the middle of the night, you forget the. You're like,
Well,
go in the bathroom or something.
I reached that knock about 9 of them off the wall. They're probably worth about $9 grand.
Yeah.
God bless
So
Gary.
that was in Austin.
I think it
But
was
this is
somewhere
the-
in Texas. I'm not sure if it was in Austin. They didn't really explain it, but
the Dallas
we did air it on our channel at some point in 1983. So
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
That was creepy. It was real creepy.
I didn't think it was that creepy.
I wonder who got all those.
we just said
Dallas Theater.
Dallas
curating
Museum.
it.
Wow, someone really tuned out at the beginning of that.
It's been a,
Hey, I'm just trying to remind everybody.
It's okay. It's okay.
That was a long
how you
package.
learn.
You gotta.
Thanks for watching this edition of the Good Day Austin Roundup. I'm gonna take this hat off.
Oh, yeah. Good day.
Okay.
Too much hat.
You can get details about the stories we talked about in the Good Days section of our website.
Some more of those marionettes. Also, subscribe.
It is on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, Good Day Austin will start each weekday morning at 4:30. You can watch on our Fox local mobile and connected TV apps.
Yeah, they're free to download, and you can watch on your phone and also on multiple platforms like Roku and Apple TV.
Besides the morning show and all of the newscasts, we've also got great shows streamed exclusively on those platforms like Fox 7 Espanol, Tierras Texas. Make sure to check it out. And again, you can watch that marionette package again.
Where'd those puppets go?
over and over.
Where'd they go again?
The Dallas Puppet Theater.
Watch that
I'm gonna check it
rabbit
out.
turn out the light and close its eyes.
This is the rabbit turning off the light now to the end of the show.
We got to use that for every show
Yeah.
that we end Good Day Austin. The rabbit turns
We
off the
need to
light.
redo that YouTube promo of mine that airs every 5 minutes on Fox 7, and it should just be all marionette videos. Go to fox7austin.com for marionettes.
They could create marionettes of you guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God probably had some in there.
Yeah. 30 years.
Just three
Predicted the
dudes.
future.
It was when the lady's eyes started opening on their
Yeah.
The director's like, can I turn this off? Bye, everybody.
Set the